Good morning. I'm going to get ready. This is going to be a get ready with me. I'm going to run some errands and go to the gym. I had an unfortunate event this morning. My espresso maker died. So I signed up for the coupons that come to your text on your phone, and it said within 24 hours I would get a coupon. I don't have 24 hours. Tomorrow morning I will need my espresso machine to work. I have not been using the Chanel CC cream for the past week. One of the reasons being is there was a news report talking about your skin soaking up the chemical sunscreens into your bloodstream. Anyway, today I'm going to use it because it looks good underneath the Westman Atelier foundation, and that's the reason, not for the sunscreen effect. All right, there's the Chanel CC, and now I'm going to let's use the brow crayon as our eyeshadow concealer. Our eyelid primer today. I want a bright lid underneath my shadow. I'm going to show you a look that I've been enjoying. I went back to it yesterday because I was editing a video and noticed it and really liked the way it looked. Okay, so I'm patting that in. It's kind of a creamy consistency, so I'll probably need to set it before I start in with my shadows. I noticed that underneath my bottom eyelashes, my skin is crepey, and I think the reason is because I glued lashes to my bottom lash line, and I think that the lash adhesive does in fact cause me some irritation, skin irritation. Ever since I quit wearing top lashes, the irritation on my eyelids has gone away. All right, I'm gonna pull out this palette. This is the Urban Decay Beached palette. I'm gonna use a Sigma E25. Can't locate that one, so it's the E35. My 25 is probably filthy. We'll go to the 25 in a minute. I'm gonna use the 35, and I'm gonna take the lightest color in this palette, and it's called Salt. And I'm going to set this brow corrector highlighter crayon before I begin. My room smells like an electrical burn. I accidentally knocked over lighting and the bulb shattered over in the corner. Awesome. So I'm going to have to clean that up when I get through, and I have to go buy a new bulb. I think the bulbs are like $12 a piece. Awesome. Crazy BS. All right, now I'm going to take the 25 Sigma, and I'm going to take the color Daybreak. It's a matte clay color, and I'm going to put that on my transition area. Been a busy little bee this morning. I had another near accident too. I have a light fixture. I guess it's a chandelier. It's a cheap, ugly light fixture that we bought when we were trying to change out some of the fixtures that were contractor grade when we first moved into this house. Anyway, I wanted to raise it up higher. It's on a chain, and I wanted to it's in the kitchen, raise it up higher so that I could use the kitchen table as a desk, since we don't use it as a place to eat anymore. One of the links had been compromised, and when I tried to bend it to open it to move the chain up, it just snapped. And that's a heavy chandelier. Anyway, fortunately the electrical cord held it. Anyway, I got it tied up higher with, yeah, it looks janky, with some hemp rope. It looks kind of, it's kind of shabby chic. Anyway, we're going with it for now. Pat's out of town, so I have to make do. And I had to finish editing a video, so I didn't have time to do anything anymore better than that. All right, and that was Daybreak. I guess that could look like a rising sun, that color, as it's rising up over the ocean. And then I'm going to take Salt again, and I'm going to pack it heavily underneath my brow. Then I'm going to take my Sigma brow pencil. I was forewarned that if my numbers go down, it's because y'all don't want to hear about, you don't want to have Sigma shoved in your face day after day. Sorry. You don't have to buy it, but this is just this is the company that's reached out to me, and based on my numbers, I should be flattered that they would reach out to me. When Dior reaches out to me, or shouldn't, well, let's say if Dior or one of those companies reaches out to me, then we'll do those. Yes, I can be bought. I'm willing to admit that yes, I can be bought. All right, I'm taking the pencil end in. Unfortunately, I can be wishy-washy with my branding because Tati did not elevate me to where I am now. I owe Tati nothing. So I'm using this, with that said, I'm using the Sigma brow pencil to draw in some hairs where I'm sparse. Dr. Berg doesn't know me either. All of that's voluntary. I don't think he needs any help from any influencers. All right, now I'm going to brush that through. I like to brush it through because I think it gets some down on the skin underneath the hairs and creates a shadow underneath. Okay. That Chanel stuff is shiny, isn't it? Okay, where was I? I lost my place. All right, busy admiring myself. Here's an angled brow brush, and it is E75. It's a nice little brush. It's very likable. It's a humble little brush. It sits over there quietly, awaiting its turn in the makeup routine. It's not offensive in any way. It doesn't share its politics with the other brushes. It just sits there quietly and awaits its turn. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now let's comb through our brows again. There's going to be a lot of combing in this video. I have adopted a new eyelash routine that I observed on somebody else's channel. Taking a Q-tip, not positive whether this is the name brand or not. Probably not, since I don't use it to dig in my ears. I only use it to do makeup. Alright. Yeah, I'm dry underneath my eyes because it's whatever I did with the eyelash glue is causing me some crepiness. That electrical smell in here is nauseating. Alright. Now I'm going to take this one's Heat Wave. I'm going to put it out here in the outside. I like to use my finger for the metallics. And I do this when I do brows too. I use my finger so I can pack that stuff on there so I can move it right along, you know what I mean? All right, I'm going to go out here and then I'm going to take, this one's called 16th Street. Put that up the center. I am overlapping a little bit. And then I'm going to take Blaze. And then I'm going to take my original color that I used for my crease and bring it right here to touch the head of the brow like that. Don't know why I do that, I just like it. This is the 16th, 18th Street, whatever it takes.
Yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
There we go. Then I'm going to take a pencil brush. My brushes are dirty again. I had to fire my people. I couldn't afford to pay them because I have to buy a new espresso maker. And I'm going to take this color, it's called Double Dip. And I'm going to pack that here underneath my eyes. Bring it around town. Bring it around the corner like that. I swear to you that electrical smell is making me queasy. I know it was quite the accident. Bad day to pick to fire my people, since I would like somebody to clean that mess up for me. All right. Then I'm going to take Plunge, which is kind of a dirtier and darker version of that color, and put it in closer. At this point, I'm just packing it on. Yes, we are risking some fall. Then I'm going to take a little longish, loose-haired, random. It's an old Clinique. It was in an old Clinique gift with a purchase. I'm going to use that to buff that corner. Then little circular motions. Oh, we got a mess over here on this side. We'll get it. Don't be afraid. Okay, so I'm taking the pencil brush and I'm just dragging it a little bit. I did not add any more color to it. I wish I had a team of people to stop the cars passing by when I'm doing makeup videos. Because I feel like y'all can hear it. But y'all can't. Y'all cannot hear the cars passing by because I've listened when I'm editing and y'all don't hear. And I'm apologizing for it and y'all didn't hear anything. This is sand again. Alright, I'm going to clean up that a little bit. And now I'm going to take the Maybelline Instant. Let's just do makeup first. Let's just do foundation first and then we'll do... Here's the evil culprit that made my under eyes creepy. Alright, I'm going to take the Westman Atelier and I'm going to put it on my face and let it be heating up. Because it seems to buff in. It seems to buff in better if it's warm. You know what I mean? Which I was watching Marsha and she was talking about a Manuka oil, a Manuka honey mask that when she puts it on her face, no matter how little she uses, it drips down her face. I guess it's kind of the same thing when it heats up to the temperature of your skin. It becomes more, what is the word? Runny. This doesn't exactly become runny, but it does move better. So this really is a look that I'm enjoying, and I go back to when I don't have a particular project that I'm trying to show y'all a particular video. And it's not a new look, because I remember when I was going to South Carolina, University of South Carolina, there was a girl that was roommates with one of my friends. And we were sitting there waiting for our class to start, and her roommate was getting ready. And she did a similar look to this for class. She was a high maintenance jobby. She, did the hot curl. She had long hair and she did the hot curlers and everything. Only thing is she didn't drag her color underneath like I've done here. Hers was, I think, just in her waterline, her teal. But her lid part was an apricot-y color. So maybe that's what's sticking in my head, is the fond memories of when I was young and I still had my whole life ahead of me before I'd made taken so many wrong forks and ended up here. Here is not bad. It's just not where I had planned on being at this point in my life. I planned on being filthy rich by this time in my life, not just making ends meet, but being filthy rich. So there you go. Don't always get what you want. How about you never get what you want? And only sometimes you get what you need. Anyway. Might be feeling a little self-pity this morning because of my so many things have gone south this morning. All right, this is a Sigma Brush 2. It's an E40. Remember one time I was teasing y'all and saying I'd change the letter in front of it depending on where I was using it. I think I have a better brush for this. Here we go. Here is a soft blend concealer. This is better. This is exactly what I should be using. It is it's an F64. This is a good brush, especially when you have these large areas of concealer to bluff out. That would be buff and blend at the same words, so it's bluff out. That's some of that makeup artist nomenclature. All right. What say you? Let's get some eyebrow glue up there. I haven't been overwhelmed with my eyebrow glue lately. That one's too dark. That one's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Chocolate. I don't want dark. I just want glue. You know what I mean? I don't like my hair either. What the heck? I need people. All right, while my camera was cooling off, I worked on my eyebrows a little more. Let's set our under eyes. I'm patting out the creases in case any got there. And I put the Maybelline Instant Age Red. And I'm gonna set that underneath with the MAC Prep and Prime transparent powder. It's just a white loose powder like all the rest of them. The reason I'm using this one is because this is the one that I own. All right, let's move on to the, I'm not liking this right here. Let's move on to the mascara. Okay, this is the mascara routine I've been using. First of all, and I got this from Kathleen Lights, combing through the eyelashes, getting them separated to start with. I feel like it makes them look like you have more lashes if they're separated, right? All right, then I'm gonna take my Lancome Booster Cils, not to be confused with Easter Cils. And she did mention that she likes to do one eye at a time. I guess that way you can get right on it, dividing those lashes up before it starts setting and making one lash. Or three, having three lashes on your. So I'm gonna separate those. And she said she just lets it dry a little bit. Then I'm gonna go in with the Christian Louboutin because I did this yesterday and I was quite successful with a lash look. It was a Sunday drive with Pat. That's coming up soon. If not, I'll link it right here because you'll probably see that before you see this. Oops. Let's comb through that. Oh, she curls her lashes first. I forgot to do that. Oh well. In this demo, we will not be curling our lashes. Some on the bottom. In case anybody wants to know, is this mascara worth the money? It was a gift. I think it makes a beautiful gift if you have a makeup aficionado or hobbyist or makeup artist in your life. that would not buy Christian Louboutin mascara on their own, it makes a lovely gift, and I certainly appreciate it. I appreciate both of those were lovely gifts. Both the Christian Louboutin lipstick in Pluminette and the Christian Louboutin mascara. They were both very lovely gifts, and I appreciated them very much. And I still appreciate them. I did and I do. Okay, and I'm gonna put some, oh shit, did I forget to put the, y'all stop talking to me. I keep forgetting, well, we're just gonna get this dirty. I'm gonna put the lash booster on. It's gonna get my lash booster dirty. What if we figure out this makes it work better? To put a little bit of mascara on first. Let's comb through it. There we go. Let it dry a little bit. While that other eye's drying, I'll put another coat on this eye. And I'm going to concentrate on this inner corner a lot. When I'm following somebody else's directions for doing mascara, I find that I must really rush through this putting on mascara. It's kind of an arduous and boring, and a little tedious. Okay, and I'm going to comb through that again. So who pissed off their kids for Mother's Day? I pissed off my younger one, and he chewed my ass in a text. I know. I get Mommy of the Year. I've been getting that award almost every year since I started birthing babies. You suck. That's all right. Fortunately, that's not the only place, that's not where I find my identity, is through my child rearing. So yeah, okay, so pause and comment here if you got your ass chewed by one of your kids for Mother's Day. No, I'm not going to tell you what I did. And was it on purpose or was it by accident that I pissed them off? The world may never know. And we're combing the lashes again. All right, let's move on to something else. I'm getting weary with that. All right, now let's do the Sculpt palette. Regardless whether you're turned off by hearing about Sigma over and over again, this is a good palette. I'm going to use Faking It instead of Hollow. Hollow's a bit dark. That can go to the bad place quickly. If you're not careful. It's a great color. It's a perfect contour color. Just so I'm just putting this Faking It contour around my hair here. rubbing it in my hairline. There we go. I don't care if I still have makeup in my hair when I go to bed at night. I'm not trying to fool anybody that I look this way naturally. I don't think anybody does think I look this way naturally. It's all, you know, I use a lot of makeup, and I'm not trying to hide it from any. Okay, I'm going to use the hollow this time, and I'm going to use this brush. I do not know what it is. And I'm dusting it right here. This is where if you have a kid that has a lot of allergies and they do like this a lot, it would wrinkle. They'll have a little white line right here. Well, that's where I'm putting this contour. And then I'm going to run it up the side of my nose towards the front of my brow. We're going to call this a toot / get ready with me. And then I'm going to lift the tip of my nose by bringing that dark color from underneath. It's like an underwire bra. See? Lifting it up. Lift it, lift it, lift it. Yeah, I obviously got enough caffeine, even though my machine bit it. That was super. And I even moved it around to see if I had shorted, you know, blew a breaker in that plug or something. And then I may have plugged it into another plug that was related to that. So I might try another plug in another part of the house. Good idea. Who said that? Could be that those two plugs were connected. Okay, and then I'm going to take the hollow and do it there. All right. Then alright, this pencil is from Sigma and it's called Polished Inner Rim Brightener. Now, I'm going to darken my upper lash line, hopefully without dirtying my waterline. And I'm going to use my Wicked, and I'm going to try to keep that, I'm going to sharpen it. It has a little sharpener on it's on the end. And I'm going to put this liner, it's getting really dark outside. In between my lashes, but I'm staying away from my tight line because I don't want my waterline to get dirty. All right, I got off on a tangent. All right, let's get back to the face. I'm going to use this. It's a F23. I'm going to use the Throw Shade, which is a bronzer color, and run it along the top border of the contour. Not Kevyn Aucoin, Scott Barnes calls this toasting the edges. So that's what I'm doing, I'm toasting the edges. All right. run a little across here, toasting the top of my nose. Okay. So there's, that's pretty. This is called Poppin'. It's in the, this is also in the Sculpt palette. So if you just wanted to get one palette and didn't want to buy the highlight and the Sculpt palette, you could just buy the Sculpt palette because it has almost everything you need in it. This is called Poppin', and I'll show it to you in a minute. It's in this palette. Let me find a highlighter brush. This is called a high cheekbone highlighter. It moves around more. And that way, you know how the more you rub on these metallic colors, the more they shine? Well, you could do that with this without buffing it off. Then there's, see, that one's popping. This is what I use to while the camera was cooling off, I vacuumed up the glass. That was really fun. Okay, and then I also took this Power Crayon from Sigma and drew it around the perimeter of my mouth and buffed it in like this. Now I'm going to take I went and got my cosmetic bag that I carry all my favorite lip things in with me in my handbag, and I used the, I forgot to cut the camera on, Poppy Topaz by Kevyn Aucoin. That's what I have on my lips now. And I always like a nice crisp edge. So I'm going to take my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind and go like this. And then I'm going to take a brush and push it up close. When I touch up my lips later on in the day, I don't have to do this again. It stays pretty clean. But I don't eat during the day, so I don't have that to worry about. This is the MAC Prep and Prime. I just want that clean around there. There we go. Now I'm going to take my Charlotte. The reason I'm dewy looking is because one of these times when the camera was cooling off, I took my spray, my MAC Fix Plus, and I remembered to plug it in this time. Does that remind you of James Charles? He's disgusting, isn't he? So I looked up on, I was wondering what James Charles did that would be over the top to Tati, because I feel like Tati's pretty liberal. Anyway, I went and looked at it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush, Flawless Airbrush powder. See, I did hit pan. Anyway, I went and looked at his Instagram, he's really pushing the envelope. I'm not going to judge him or anything else. I'm just glad that I'm not anywhere near him when it all comes crumbling down. All right, so that's that. Now we need a blush. And I've been enjoying this one. This is the Nympheae. And I like to put it right here under my eyeball. Or the apples of my cheeks. And then run it up here. Yeah, we have highlight. Got everything. All right, I hope you enjoyed this makeup look. I enjoyed doing it for you. And this really is, really the look that I've been going to. And I like the combination of the peachy, russet, whatever colors on the top and the tealy colors, sea greeny, on the bottom. Ta-ta!